We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you an entertainer? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we have left Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland and we're heading to Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Sit back, relax and look at some of the devastation that Hurricane Melissa caused. Now, the last live stream we did was last week Saturday and we were having some connectivity issues. I was promised that this Friday our internet connection would be improved. If that works out, then I'll be restarting the live streams on Friday evening. Watch out for the notifications. In the news today, about 3 weeks ago, I carried a report about a 20-year-old taxi driver named Eric Vaughn, but he's popularly known as Worm or Doghead. He's living at Daytona in the Greater Portmore area of St. Catherine. I reported that the allegation was that Worm, when he was about 17 years old, he was involved in an intimate relationship with a female who was 34 years old at the time. During one of their private moments, Worm, he made a video. When the relationship ended, the female asked Worm to delete the video from his phone, but recently, someone sent her the video which was posted on a social media platform. A report was made to the police who commenced investigation. Worm, he was picked up by the police and the video was found in his phone gallery. He was subsequently charged for the offense of malicious communication and he was placed before the court. Now, when I carried that report, there were persons who were commenting that the now 37-year-old female should have been charged for having intercourse with the 17-year-old. I had responded to one or two of those comments and I told them that the law states that Worm, he would have to be under the age of 16 years old when the intercourse took place for there to be any criminal proceedings. Well, guess what? That female is also in trouble with the law because Worm, he's claiming that they have been engaging in sexual activity since he was 15 years old and the female was 32 years old at the time. Her name is Simone Rochester, but she's also known as Lyric. Lyric is a makeup artist living at Phoenix Park Village in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Based on the report that Worm made to the police, Lyric Rochester, she's now facing charges of sexual intercourse with a person under 16 years old. 2. Grievous sexual assault and 3. Sexual touching of a child. Stand by. More to come. In this next report, a 35-year-old female, she's in police custody facing some serious charges. She's facing charges of 1. Obtaining goods by means of forged documents. 2. Obtaining goods by means of false pretense. And 3. Obtaining credit by fraud. Her name is Britanya Roxane Beckford and she's living at Sandy Park in Kingston. The allegation is that on Friday, November 7 and on Saturday, November 8, Britanya, she visited the Quartz Appliance and Furniture Store at Parkway Square in Portmore. Britanya, she presented an ID and documents in the name of Africa Watson. Based on the documents that she presented, she was able to take out a number of items on credit with the condition of monthly installment payments. These items included 2 Samsung 65-inch television, 1 75-inch TLC television, 1 15-inch Lenovo laptop, 1 8.5 cubic foot Frigidaire refrigerator, 1 11.5 cubic foot Mastertech refrigerator, 1 Jenna queen bed frame, 1 Simmons beauty rest queen mattress, 1 Jenna dresser, 1 Black & Decker food processor, 1 Hamilton Beach smoothie blender, 2 24,000 BTU inverter air conditioning units, and 2 Nautica bed sheets, all valued at over 2 million Jamaican dollars. But wait there. Wait there. Now, me never know say somebody could have trust all these items at courts one time. Did you know that? No. It was after the items were delivered, it was discovered that the documents and identifications were made in China. Do you know what made in China means? We are learning that yesterday, Tuesday, November 11. Britanya, she went back to the court store to try and trust more items when the police were called in. Britanya, she's now in police custody facing charges. Boy, may I tell you. Still in Portmore. Early yesterday morning, Tuesday, November 11, a 31-year-old female, she parked and securely locked up her white 2018 Nissan Note motor car with license plate number 0136LJ in front of her home in the Greater Portmore area of St. Catherine. When she got up early yesterday morning and made checks, the car was missing. Hoodlums thief it. In this report, on Sunday evening, November 9, the management at Sampars supermarket at Ascot Drive in Old Harbour in the parish of St. Catherine, they securely locked it up and went away. When they went to reopen it on Monday morning, November 10, it was realized that the supermarket was broken into. Hoodlums, they cut a hole through a section of the roof to the building and entered. Once inside, the hoodlums, them thief a large assortment of top shelf liquor and other items, totally valued at almost 1 million Jamaican dollars. They then made good their escape. Just like that. In this next report, the St. Andrew North Police, they have taken an ex-soldier into police custody after he was allegedly held with an illegal gun. His name is Leroy Ramdene and he is 34 years old. He is living at Sunrise Crescent in the Kingston 19 area. Reports are that early this morning, Wednesday, November 12, about 12:30, a team of police officers, they carried out a snap raid at a bar located at Park Lane near to Red Hills Road in Kingston. The police, they are claiming that the ex-soldier's action aroused their suspicion. He was searched and bingo. 1 Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol, affixed with a magazine containing 7 9mm rounds, was taken from his waistband. He was taken into police custody pending charges. Officers, job well done. In this next report, a guy, he's popularly known as Ghetto. He's in hospital under police guard and he's facing some serious charges. Ghetto's correct name is Lenroy Kirk Campbell and he is 37 years old. We are told that Ghetto, he's a mechanic living at Mahogany in the Mount Carey area of St. James. Now, this is what we are learning. Ghetto, he was involved in a relationship with a female but they broke up. That female, she then started a relationship with a 30-year-old guy from an eastern parish in Jamaica. Last night, Tuesday, November 11, about 9:30, the female, she was at her home at Long Lane in the Anchovy area with her new man when Ghetto, he went there. Boom! Ghetto, he kicked open the front door of the house and he went inside. Ghetto, he already had a gun in his hand and he opened gunfire hitting the new man to the lower right side of his face. The new man, he jumped up and a struggle ensued between him and Ghetto. The female, she jumped up and she rushed into the kitchen and she grabbed 2 knives. She then went to her new man's assistance. She gave the new man one of the knives, and she and the new man, they started inflicting some stab wounds to Ghetto's upper body. Ghetto, he dropped the gun and he ran out of the house. The new man, he picked up the gun and he and the female, they drove into his vehicle to the Anchovy police station where they made a report and handed over the illegal gun. It was a black Taurus 9mm pistol. Apparently, the magazine fell out during the struggle. They also handed over 2 kitchen knives that were used on Ghetto. A team of police officers, they assisted the female and the new man to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was being treated. While he was being treated, we are learning that jealous gunbag Ghetto, he turned up at the hospital with multiple injuries to his upper body. He was pointed out, treated and admitted under police guard. Boy, may I tell you. In this report, last night, Tuesday, November 11, a man in his mid-30s, he went to the K Valley police station in St. Ann and he reported a case of threat against a guy named Isaac Johnson, but he was popularly known as Kevin. His threat report was taken and a team of police officers, they were dispatched to go and warn Kevin not to carry out his threat. The man, he drove in his white Toyota Corolla motor car and the police, they drove in the police jeep. They drove to Freedom Street at Mount Maria District in the Boroughbridge area of St. Ann. We are learning that on reaching Freedom Street, the man who made the report, he stopped his car in front of Kevin's house. Kevin, he immediately rushed out of the house with a farming fork in his hands. He attacked the man who was seated in his car with the fork, damaging the front driver glass. The man, he managed to jump through the left front passenger door of the car, escaping from Kevin. The police, who were in close proximity, they saw what was taking place. They're claiming that they ordered Kevin to drop the fork, but he refused and he rushed towards them with the fork. And in a few seconds, it was all over. Kevin, he was shot and he fell to the ground clutching the iron fork. He died on the spot. Indicom are carrying out investigations. This one, it took place late yesterday afternoon. Tuesday, November 11, about 6:30. It took place along Young Street in Spanish Town in the parish of St. Catherine. The police, they are reporting that they were called to an establishment where a disturbance was taking place. They are claiming that on arrival, they saw a guy with a gun in his hand, threatening members of the public. He was later identified as 25-year-old Stephen Campbell, but he was popularly known as Bugu. Bugu was living at Bendon District in the parish of St. Catherine. The police, they are reporting that they commanded Bugu to drop the gun, but he ran off onto Burke Street and he was chased by the police onto Morrison Street, where he encountered another team of police officers. The police, they are claiming that Bugu, he pointed the gun at them and he was shot. He fell clutching a .38 revolver. Indicom are investigating the mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, the Hanover police, they have now charged MoonMan for killing his girlfriend. This is due to an incident that took place last week, Wednesday afternoon, November 5, about minutes after 5 o'clock. It took place at Mountainside District in the K Valley area in the Green Island Police area of Hanover. MoonMan's correct name is Oshane Campbell. He is 22 years old and he's living at Mountainside District. Reports are that earlier in the day, MoonMan's girlfriend, her name is Kimone Singh, but she was popularly known as Jezebel, on March 7 earlier this year. Jezebel, she celebrated her 20th birthday. Kimone, also known as Jezebel, she was living at Salt Spring in the Green Island area of Hanover. Our information is that Jezebel went to MoonMan's home to comb his hair. MoonMan, he has long hair. It is reported that MoonMan, he told Jezebel that he was going to a nearby river to wash his hair. MoonMan, he left the house, but he stayed away for a long time. When he returned about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, an argument developed between him and Jezebel. This was due to the length of time that MoonMan had stayed away. The argument escalated and both MoonMan and Jezebel, they started to fight. During the fight, it is alleged that MoonMan, he used a knife to inflict a stab wound to the left side of Jezebel's chest. Residents, they rushed to her assistance and they rushed with her to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Lucy, where Jezebel, she was pronounced DEAD on arrival. The police, they had taken her boyfriend Oshane Campbell, also known as MoonMan, into custody, and on Monday of this week, MoonMan, he was questioned in the presence of his lawyer. He was subsequently charged and he'll be facing the courts shortly. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
From the hills to the town, we bring the link. Straight facts, no mix up, no gimmick, no wing. You tune in now, get the real insight. Cause Papa News Link lights in us.
Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican vice, truth in the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count. News with the vibes, and that we announce.
No gimmick, no way. You tune in now, get the real insight. Cause Papa News Link lighting up the ring.
Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican voice, truth in the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count. News with the vibes, and that we are on. Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican voice, truth in the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count. News with the vibes, and that we are on.
It's not me being she a command out them and get it. Johnny, you dumb catch a fire me feel rated. Inna the race that flop and no fate. Try me bleak with me coming on me cross silence. From the hills to the town, we bring the link. Straight facts, no mix up, no gimmick, no wing. You tune in now, get the real insight. Cause Papa News Link lighting up things.
Papa News